Hello friends, welcome to your channel Make Physics Easier by Mayur Agrawal. Today I'm with a new topic, rationalization. Because of the request of some students, they want a topic rationalization. Because this topic is according to 8, 9, 10 syllabus. In all the classes this topic is there. So this is very important topic, and this video is going to be very important for those students who are preparing for any competition, because questions related to rationalization, 2 or 3 questions will come in normal 10th level all competitive exams in which 10th syllabus has come. So let's start the video without any delay. First of all, I'm going to differentiate you what is the meaning of rationalization. So basically the rationalization of denominator same or only rationalization, the both sentences same. What happens if the number is written 1 upon root 7? So you can say that 1 upon root 7, only root 7, that is called an irrational number. You know very well. All the prime numbers which are written in the square root sign or cube root sign, they are called irrational number. So 1 upon root 7 is irrational. So what is rationalization? Rationalization means removing square root sign from the denominator. Removing this sign from the denominator, that is called as the rationalization. Very easy topic. You have to remove the sign of root from the denominator only. It can be written in the numerator, but it must not be in the denominator. So what can we do? There are so many types of question. So type 1. In type 1 questions, the term will be only one, like 2 upon root 3. This is the term we have to rationalize. So what can we do? We have to multiply by the same number and divide by the same number. So it will become 2 root 3 upon root 3. Root 3 will become root 9. So overall it will become 2 root 3 upon 3. Now we can see that there is no square root sign in the denominator. So this is called as rationalization. And why we are doing so? We are not changing our question. If we are observing that, then we are doing just this. 2 upon root 3 multiply by 1, because 1 is the factor of each number, and 1 can be written as same numerator and same denominator. That is why in your mind that point should not come that we are changing the question. We are just taking the advantages of mathematical rules, because 1 is present with multiplication of every number. So 1 is here, and 1 can be written in the form of fraction when the numerator and the denominator is same. So root 3 and root 3. In the numerator place also root 3, in the denominator also root 3. Suppose 1 upon root 7 we have to rationalize. Then again we have to multiply by 1. Then 1 can be converted into root 7 upon root 7. Now root 7 multiply by 1, it will become root 7 only, and root 7 will become only 7. So now you can see that the sign of square root has been removed from the denominator. So this is our target, to remove the sign of square root from the denominator. That process is called as rationalization. Very important and very interesting topic. So now I am going to explain you according to the types. How many types of question you can get? So type 1 are very easy, in which type 1 questions in which only one number is written in the denominator. Like the first part is 3 upon root 5. So 3 upon root 5, how can we convert? It can be written 3 by root 5 into 1, and 1 can be converted into root 5 upon root 5. In numerator it is only multiplied, so 3 root 5 it will become, root 5 will become 5. So that is the final answer. And you don't need to write this step. I am writing this step for your explanation only. You can directly come on this step. Now the second part which I have is 3 upon 2 root 5. Now you can see that we have two numbers in the denominator. 2 is also and root 5 is also, but we have to concentrate on the root number only. So again we can write it as 3 upon 2 root 5 into 1. Now, the number on which root is written, we have to multiply and divide by that number only, root 5 only. You have not to multiply by 2 now, because 2 is not added with square root sign. So now 3 root 5 it will become, 2 will remain same, root 5 will become 5. So the final answer will become 3 root 5 upon 10. Now you can see that the denominator is rationalized. The square root sign from the denominator has been removed. So this is called rationalization. Means from an irrational number, we are making a rational number in the denominator only. But because of that, numerator will change. So this is the second question. The third question is saying, suppose root 2 upon root 5. Again, we are observing that only one number in the denominator. We are going to multiply by 1, and 1 can be converted as root 5 upon root 5. Now root 2 and root 5 will become root 10, and root 5 will become 5 only. Okay, so this is the question number 3. Question number 4 is saying root 3 plus 1 upon root 2. Now observe it carefully. Again, there are two numbers on the denominator, so don't need to worry. The working you have to do the same, multiply by 1, and then 1 can be converted into root 2 upon root 2. After that, root 3 plus 1 multiply by root 2, and in denominator root 2 multiply by root 2. So this root 2 will multiply by both the numbers, so it will become root 6 plus root 2, and root 2 multiply root 2 will become only 2. So such type of questions can also be asked when there are two numbers in the numerator and one number in the denominator. Only square root is on denominator, so you have to multiply by both. So the number which you have to multiply in the numerator, so you have to multiply by the both numbers. So this will be the answer. So these are the question type 1. In type 1, as you can see that we have only the square root sign in the denominator, only one number. But now when we are going to talk about type 2 questions, in type 2 questions we have little different method. In type 2, the denominator is little different. Like question number 1, type 2 is saying 1 upon 3 plus root 2. Now you can observe that there are two numbers in the denominator in which one is rational and one is irrational. So what can you do? Here you have to multiply and divide by the conjugate. By conjugate. Now what is conjugate? I am telling you, by the conjugate. And here the conjugate of 3 plus root 3. Conjugate of 3 plus root 2 is 3 minus root 2. You have to make sure that numbers will be same. Only the sign between them will become reverse. If minus is here, then the conjugate will become 3 plus root 2. If 3 plus root 2 is written, then the conjugate is 3 minus root 2. So what we are going to do, observe it carefully. 1 upon 3 plus root 2 multiply by 1. Now 1 can be converted as same numerator and same denominator. Why are we doing so? Because you can see very carefully, now in the denominator the formula of a plus b and a minus b has been formed, and in the numerator only multiplication process we have to do. So 1 multiply by any number, the result will be same. Now a plus b, a minus b, what will be the identity? A plus b multiply a minus b, the result will be a square minus b square. So here the answer will be 3 square minus root 2 square. Now the numerator will remain same, 3 square will be 9 and root 2 square will be 2 only. So 3 minus root 2 upon 7. So as you can see that we have removed the sign of root from the denominator, and the final answer is this. So these are the type 2 questions in which you have to multiply and divide by the conjugate. You cannot just multiply by root 2 and divide by root 2 to rationalize this number. This number can be done if plus sign is not there. If 3 multiply root 2 is there, then we can do this method. But if there is positive or negative sign, then we have to classify these type of question in type 2, and in type 2 questions we have to multiply and divide by conjugate. Now I am going to give you another example of type 2 questions. So just watch the video very carefully and try to solve all the questions. The next question is 1 upon root 6 minus root 5. Now on the both numbers square root sign is there, so no problem. First of all, you will write that conjugate of root 6 minus root 5 is root 6 plus root 5. Only we have to change the sign. Now we can write it as 1 upon root 6 minus root 5 multiply by 1. Now we are just converting 1 into the same numerator and same denominator. So numerator is root 6 plus root 5. Denominator is root 6 plus root 5. Now 1 multiply by root 6 plus root 5, and in the denominator root 6 minus root 5 is multiplying by root 6 plus root 5. Now numerator, the number will come same because 1 multiplying here. A minus b, a plus b, again a square minus b square. Numerator will remain same, root 6 plus root 5. Root 6 whole square is 6, root 5 whole square is 5. So 6 minus 5, the answer will be 1, and when the denominator is 1, that number can be written without denominator. So the complete answer is root 6 plus root 5. So these type of questions in which there are two numbers, both are in square root, between them is minus, again these will be classified as type 2 questions. So in these type of questions, again you have to multiply and divide by the conjugate. What is conjugate? Conjugate can be taken as just by reversing the sign between the numbers. The numbers will written as it is. So this is the question number 2 of type 2. Now we are coming to the type 2 questions we are solving right now, but we are just giving the increasing the difficulty level. The next question is 16 upon root 41 minus 5. This is the question. Now again, first of all, conjugate of the denominator is the conjugate of root 41 minus 5 is root 41 plus 5. Okay, the conjugate of the denominator is root 41 plus 5. Now what we are going to do? First of all, we can write it like that, multiply by 1. Now 1 can be replaced by same numerator and same denominator, so root 41 plus 5 divided by root 41 plus 5. In numerator 16 multiply by root 41 plus 5, and in denominator root 41 minus 5 multiply by root 41 plus 5. Right now don't multiply by 16. First solve the denominator. 16 multiply by root 41 plus 5 upon a plus b, a minus b. So a square minus b square. 16 will remain same because we are waiting for the simplification. When in denominator no multiple of 16 will be there, then we can solve. Root 41 square will become 41, 5 square will become 25. So 16 multiply root 41 plus 5, and upon 41 minus 25 will remain 16. 16 can be cancelled out. So the complete answer is root 41 plus 5. That is the complete answer of this question. So sometimes you cannot multiply this number by this, because if you have multiplied, then again when the 16 will come in the denominator, then you have to take 16 common again, then you have to divide, because you have to leave your answer at the simplest terms. As simplified you can do, you have to do. So in these questions, always remember that when there are two numbers written in the denominator, either both are irrational or any one of them is irrational, then you have to use the method of conjugate. What is conjugate? Conjugate is the term which is made by changing the sign between the given numbers. So we are going to increase difficulty level little more now. The concept is same, only we have to multiply and divide by the conjugate, but the difficulty level is little while changed. Now the next question is saying question number 4 in type 2. We are right now just talking about type 2. Root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2 minus root 3. So the denominator is 2 root 2 minus root 3. So we can write it as conjugate of 2 root 2 minus root 3 is 2 root 2 and plus root 3. That is the conjugate. So first of all, root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2 minus root 3 multiply by 1. First of all, we have written multiplied by 1. Now we are going to convert 1 into the same numerator. So 2 root 2 plus root 3 and 2 root 2 plus root 3. Now in numerator there are binomials in both the brackets. So we have to use brackets very carefully. And in denominator again binomials, 2 root 2 minus root 3 multiply by 2 root 2 plus root 3. Okay, after that we can see that we have to multiply. So root 3 will be multiplied by 2 root 2 plus root 3 first, then 1 will be multiplied by 2 root 2 plus root 3. And in denominator a plus b, a minus b. So 2 root 2 square minus root 3 square. Now root 3 multiply by 2 root 2, so it will become 2 root 6. Root 3 with root 3, it will become 3. 1 with 2 root 2, so 2 root 2. And 1 with root 3, so root 3 only. And upon 2 root 2 square. So look at it, this step carefully. 2 root 2 multiply by 2 root 2. 2 2s are 4 and root 2 will be 2. So the answer will be 8. 8 minus 3. There are no like terms in the numerator, so all the terms will be written in the same manner, because no like term is there, and divided by 5. So this is the final answer. When there is nothing to simplify in the question, then we don't need to be worried. We have to just leave the answer, because there are not any like terms. Like terms can be made if there will be 2 root 2 and 3 root 2. They can be said as like terms. If there will be 2 root 3, 3 root 3, then they will be like terms. If there is root 6 plus 2 root 6, these can be called as like terms. But in all these 4 numbers, none of the term is like. That is why we have to just leave the answer up to this step. So this is the question number 4. One more question I am going to tell you, so that is the last type of question in type 2. So the question is question 5. It is written in the a variable manner, b square upon square root a square plus b square and plus a. That is the question. Now again we have to follow the same step. First of all, we have to write that conjugate of root a square plus b square plus a, this is the number, original number, is what it will become? Square root a square plus b square minus a. Only we have to change the sign written between them. Now b square upon square root a square plus b square plus a multiply by 1. Now we are converting 1 into the same numerator and same denominator. So it can be written as multiply by root a square plus b square minus a upon root a square plus b square minus a. Same numerator, same denominator. In numerator, b square will get multiplied by the same number, root a square plus b square minus a. And in denominator, root a square plus b square plus a multiplied by root a square plus b square minus a. In numerator, right now don't multiply, because you have some steps to solve in the denominator. After solving, you can multiply. A plus b, a minus b. So the identity will be a square. So it will become a square minus b square. Now solve it. So b square into numerator is written same, root a square plus b square minus a. When you will multiply this, the answer will be a square plus b square minus a square. So a square can be cancelled a square because of positive negative. The result is b square into under root a square plus b square minus a divided by b square. Now b square will cancel with the b square. So the final answer will become root a square plus b square minus a. So that is the final answer. So you can see that there are not any numerical values, all the variables are there. Then also we have to follow the same step. We don't need to be afraid with the question. If we have conceptual knowledge, then we don't need to change any of the step. Again, there are 2 numbers written in the denominator. One of the written irrational and one is rational. Between them positive sign is there. So we have to first we have found the conjugate. After finding the conjugate, we can write the question and multiply by 1. Now we have to convert 1 with the help of the conjugate. Then we have multiplied. Numerator will be multiplied. Denominator. Always remember that In type 2 questions, in denominator always a square minus b square identity will be formed. So after forming the identity, we got this result. A square is positive negative, so these can be cancelled. Then b square will be cancelled and we got the final answer. So these are the type 2 questions. Now I am coming to the next type of question, type 3. Type 3 questions. In type 3 questions, the question can be said as little complicated. It is saying that 2 root 6 minus root 5 divided by 3 root 5 minus 2 root 6. This is the question. Now you can see that a large question, but the concept is same. There are two numbers written in the denominator. In both are irrational. So first of all, we have to find the conjugate. So conjugate of 3 root 5 minus 2 root 6 is 3 root 5 plus 2 root 6. First of all, we have found the conjugate. After finding the conjugate, we have to again simplify the same steps which we have already done in the previous question. First of all, multiply by 1. Now, numerator will remain same, denominator will remain same in the question. 1 can be converted at 3 root 5 plus 2 root 6 divided by 3 root 5 plus 2 root 6. Now, 2 root 6 minus root 5 is getting multiplied by 3 root 5 plus 2 root 6 in the numerator, and in the denominator 3 root 5 minus 2 root 6 getting multiplied by 3 root 5 plus 2 root 6. In numerator, because no identity is forming, so we have to direct multiply. So first of all, 2 root 6 multiply by 3 root 5. So 2 3 is 6 and 6 5 is 30. So it will become 6 root 30. Then 2 root 6 with 2 root 6. 2 2 is 4, 4 6 is 24. Root 5 with 3 root 5. So it will become minus 15. And root 5 with the 2 root 6. So it will become minus 2 root 30. And in divide, a plus b, a minus b. So a square means 3 root 5 whole square minus b square, so 2 root 6 whole square. Now these are the like terms and these are the like terms. So it will become 4 root 30 plus 24 minus 15. It will become 9 upon 3 root 5 square. So 3 root 5 into 3 root 5. 3 3s are 9, root 5, 5, 45. So we can write it here 45 minus 2 root 6 square. So 2 root 6 into 2 root 6, 4 into 6, the answer is 24. 45 minus 24. So it will become 4 root 30 plus 9 upon, it will become 21. Now root 30. 30 can be simplified. We are just going to check 2, 15, 3, 5. No, we cannot simplify 30 because no number is coming twice. That is why we have to leave the answer up to this step, because no further calculation is possible in this. So these are the type 3 in which the question is little larger but the steps are same. So this is the topic rationalization from my side. Only such questions will come, but some major questions in which the 2 or 3 terms are written combined in plus or minus manner. So first of all, you have to separate them and then you have to solve. So those questions I will give you in another video, because those will be challenging questions. They will be taking larger time. So this is the video in which you will get the basic knowledge of rationalization. Thank you.